Good morning, everybody. How's it going today? It's Sunday. Thanks for being here. Ben's Brick Designs. Today's going to be a light day. I'm just going to do a little designing ahead of a kind of a busy week holiday-wise. I'm not going to do anything Tuesday, just Thursday. So, and then Thursday's the big Coliseum day. So that'll be fun. And then I'll probably just do that for a couple days after that. Just live stream whenever I start building because I'll have everything set up here. So today's stream is going to be based on this dude, Wullf Yularen, which we use a character. We first see him in Star Wars, A New Hope. And this was given to me by a fellow lug member. And we first see him on like a conference room in A New Hope. And he's off to the side and he's a general-ish person wearing white and white beard. Just looks like another old white dude. And he doesn't really get... I think that character was sort of a throwaway character. Like, we didn't have any idea who it was. But then in Clone Wars, we meet this guy who's on the bridge all the time with, on a Venator with Anakin and Obi-Wan, and his name's Wullf Yularen. He's Admiral Yularen. And I think they sort of retcon him into being this guy who's now, he's gone from like the Republic, an admiral in the Republic Navy, to an admiral in the Imperial Navy, to then like a commandant or something in the Imperial Security Bureau. He works for the ISB. So he no longer is an admiral because he's not in charge of ships anymore, but he is still a high-ranking member of the Empire. So anyway, that's him. He shows up in Rebels as the leader of the ISB too, or a leader of the ISB. So that's what this is. I'm gonna tear it open. So the person who gave it to me says, I expect a microfighter out of this, and I had to go back and think, how many ships has Admiral Yularen been on? And as an admiral in the Clone Wars, he was on a Venator, but this isn't the same guy. That guy had like gray hair and a gray outfit, a Republic Navy outfit. This is an Imperial officer now, and I'll have to look up what the pips mean exactly, but he's now in the ISB. So I had to think of something that he was on, and I'm like, well, various Star Destroyers, but ISBs usually, they don't have their own ship. They're not in the Navy, so he would rely on public transport or military transport to get him places, but he wouldn't have his own ship, I wouldn't think. So we're going to do a TIE shuttle because surely he could be on any one of those shuttles at any point. And we see the TIE shuttle at, halfway through Empire Strikes Back, when Admiral, I forget what his name is, says, I will, when they were hunting the Millennium Falcon, and that guy says, I will apologize, I will explain the situation to Lord Vader and apologize. And then you see a Star Destroyer and this little ship kind of drop down and go from a Star Destroyer to the Super Star Destroyer, and then that dude gets choked to death, right? Well, that little ship is apparently a TIE shuttle. I think it was just meant to be like a throwaway kit bash thing, but we have since seen that it is now a TIE shuttle. And I think you can thank E.C. Henry for a lot of that work, and I don't know who else dug up a lot of stuff. So the other thing going on right now is I've got Cobb Vanth's speeder just about done. The bits that I was working on the instructions last time weren't a problem at all. The angle of the cowlings, I don't know what else to call those, on top of the engine, weren't a problem. This doesn't stick out as far as I'd like. I may work on it individually for my own benefit, but I know the instructions have already kind of been done and the parts have already been ordered, and I need to message Brick Vibe about that. But this thing comes off really easily because if I had put, a longer axle in there, it wouldn't have gone far enough back, or would have gone too far and not allowed this light bulb or light thing to get in here. So that needed to go in there first, and it doesn't sit in there very well. So I'd rather have another pin in there, but I don't know how to do that. So I think I'm gonna do like a black pin. I think I have an idea of how to do this. It just requires an axle that has the open stud on the end. So I'm gonna do that next. But anyway, everything else worked fine. The middle section is a little loose. You can see it's a little loose like that right there. But it's such a small model that it's still, you know, it doesn't come apart really easy. You really have to kind of crank on it. And I need to order the remaining controller vanes. I don't have another one of those socket wrenches, and all the bar grips with the clips on them. I don't have enough of those, so I have to put in an order for that. Okay, so there's that. I did get in more brick for the big model, the big display. This is 95. This is what 95 2x4s look like. These are dark tan 2x4s. It's a lot less than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be about this much, but apparently not. So I'm going to have to keep ordering these because this will get me like 1/4 of the way through the walls of the canyon, I think. So I'm just going to keep ordering parts for that and see what happens. And I think that's it. So let's get started on the design. Now the first thing we need to do is, of course, do an Admiral. So we're going to do a Star Wars. Oh, the other thing I was going to show you is the next model that I'm going to do a quick video for is going to be the Rogue Shadow from Force Awakens with the Apprentice, Star Killer, whatever you want to call him, the hero ship from that. It's in pieces now, but I'm going to do a video for that, and the instructions for this are already online. It's a really big model. It's not as big as the TIE bomber was, but it's still relatively large piece count wise. So yeah. I'm going to close this application here just so it doesn't take up room. Alright, so I want to do this one too as a brand new TIE fighter. Like, I want to actually build it from the ground up, because the TIE Shuttle looks basically exactly like the TIE Bomber, but its wing, you know, all I would have to do, where's my TIE Bomber? All I would have to do for this ship is basically invert the wings, you know, like, well, that's not supposed to pop off like that, but you get what I'm saying. So all we have to do is do like this. I can do this without ruining it. And there you go, TIE Shuttle, right? That's exactly what this ship is. But this model is really, really big. Again, the original Lego set for the TIE Bomber was 200 pieces, and this is 201 pieces. So this Microfighter has more pieces than the original set. So I'd like to start from scratch. It made me a little smaller model, and I may be able to take that and apply it to a new TIE Bomber. So we'll just have to see. But first things first, that's just a pilot. Surely there's like an admiral or an officer in here somewhere, right? Wow, really? Nothing? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now this is all going to be white, whether they exist as white or not. And again, as far as I know, Yularen wasn't on any ship specifically, so we're just going to give him this. Mustache. I don't know if they were going to have one with a white mustache or not. This is probably going to be as close as we're going to get. Because he does have sideburns, but not like crazy sideburns. Is that it? Hey, Andrea. Andrea DP. Thanks for being here. How are you this fine day? Yeah, this is going to be as good as we're going to get with a white mustache. And then we've got hair swept back. Oh, I can already tell this is bogging down. Why is it already bogging down? I've got two things running here. Hair combed back. Just gonna have to make this probably too. They're not gonna have this exact hair, I don't think. Again, this is the one failing I really am down on with. With Lego is that it? Yeah, that's it. With Lego. With Bricklink is that I don't know how far behind it is in terms of getting torso prints on there, getting head molds on there, and hair molds, but it takes them a while to get it. And I know that it's, as far as I know, run by volunteers. Like, I don't think anyone's getting paid to do the development for this, which is kind of shocking. I was hoping, and this is the one thing I would hope, that the acquisition of Bricklink by Lego would lead to more development of Bricklink, of Studio. But I just hope it's not the abandonment of it, because then I'd be kind of lost after that. I wouldn't know what to do. Because I live in this software. If they come up with another CAD program of some kind, I'm going to be really bent out of shape. Because then it's, you have to learn a whole new thing. And there's still stuff about Studio that I don't know. Like, I haven't played with the Lumen stuff yet. I haven't played with the modeling or the animated renderings a whole lot, because I have old computers and they don't, if I was like, okay, I want to render this one, like I did one Microfighter render, one of those animated renders that spins and all the pieces fall into place, and it took like a whole day, and that was like 100 pieces. I can't imagine those that are like, here's a 1,500 piece Venator that somebody did, and you're like, oh dear Lord. All right, so don't know why Safari's not actually up, but let's do this. TIE Shuttle. Now, there aren't many pictures of this. In fact, there's just this one that I know of, and it looks like a TIE bomber. It really does. But again, I'm going to try to make it a little smaller and see if we can do a little better with the size and the part count, which means this giant cockpit, this works for a small TIE fighter, right? Just having that 4x4 dish out there. So that 4x4 dish is fine for, a TIE fighter size. I think too big for this, because you have to duplicate it over here. I mean, this is proportional, but it's just so big. It's not really a Microfighter now. it's an actual thing. Like, you could cover it up and it would be a MIDI scale TIE bomber. So getting the right piece first. Let's try a 2x2 dish instead. And we do want to see the prints on these because we need a TIE fighter or a canopy window, right? And I don't necessarily think that's the TIE pattern, but this is as close as we're gonna get. And we have to see what parts, what available colors. Trans clear. It's gonna be good enough, right? So then the other side's just gonna be this. Cause that's all that's over there. So he'll sit somewhere in here. Group him together. Or not. There we go. I wonder if the shuttle has shielding system unlike the bomber. It very well could. I mean, I think it's going to be a short range craft no matter what, because all it's going to be doing is going from a surface to a capital ship in orbit. Between capital ships, I don't think it's going to need a hyperdrive. It may have advanced sensors. It may have advanced shielding. It may, instead of ordnance on one side, that's, you know, you've got the pilot on one side plus whatever avionics and everything sit behind him, and then the other pod is the shuttle, right? So if you were to land, I'm gonna try to take this off. So let's say this is your shuttle. If you were to land, it would disgorge from like here. So this is your shuttle pod, right? Your passenger pod. It's hard to see from this angle where that would be. It looks like maybe, yeah, because you still have the thrusters on the back. And again, this is fan art, so I don't have any idea. Like, I don't know if the wings are going to actually look like this. It's hard to tell where the entrance and exit would be, but it looks like maybe just right up front here, which is kind of open up. Or something like that. Maybe this has got a better look. This is just a model. And it's hard to see. Yeah, so I'm guessing just the front. So we'll just assume that and just build it more like the TIE bomber than anything else. What's up, Scott D. Bricks? How's it going? Thanks for being here, man. All right, so then we need a way to attach that, which is going to be, we'll just start with something like this. Again, take the prints off so we don't have to deal with 100 things that we don't need. This is just a placeholder because this may not work, but we'll see. That seems to be a good size, good distance. But the thing is, these are rounded cockpits, so I'm to have rounded like I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Happy Sunday building. Thank you, man. It is a big miss. I don't know if you've seen, this is mine. So this is mine. I'm going to flip back over to this. I don't know if you've seen this one. That's mine. It's too big. But it is, you know, it's got the style of the Microfighter, which is the guy sitting in the thing. This is basically a TIE prototype that they did do. And I just made the wings longer, and I gave it longer pylons in the back for the engine clusters, and then gave it a second pod. So, given this is the exact same build out in the cockpit area for a guy to sit as all the other TIEs that they've done, it is way too big. And maybe it's supposed to be, right? Maybe I'll dig up another TIE fighter to show you its size, because it should be the same, right? It also has a very high part count because, I'm going to do this without ruining it, I put a lot of those hinges back there. Well, not hinges, but plate clips and plates with bars. So the part count's high, and I could, you know, there could be a lot of streamlining done with this. So that's why I'm trying to do something a little smaller. Let me see if I can find one real quick. That's not in a million pieces. That's a Reaper. See, the problem is they've only done like an interceptor. Maybe I can get this one together real quick. They've only done an interceptor, a TIE, a first order TIE fighter, they've done a Reaper, and no, I don't need these. I don't need these. Don't know what that's for. Oh yeah, that's the wing. So I'm going to rebuild this real quick while we're talking. And they haven't done an interceptor, a Reaper, a prototype, advanced prototype, because that was in Rebels. So they had to have that because that was the big show at the time. I haven't seen this in a while, so I don't know if this is going to be right or not. But this is basically going to show that the size of the, yeah, and this goes like this. That is interesting. I don't know what that's for. So the size of the canopy, all right. So the size of the canopy where the guy sits, it's the same 2x2 dish, right? So given that it's the same ball as the TIE fighter, you know, it just makes sense that that's the same. It's just that this is, it's just such a big clunky thing. I like it. It's still good. It's just one of those where you're like, oh, I wish I could make it smaller. So with the shuttle, because it's kind of a different, it's kind of a throwaway ship, I'm okay with being a little more challenging and trying to make it a little smaller. You have an army of them. Nice. Yeah, there's the first order TIE, the TIE interceptor, the Reaper, and then, or Striker. I think it's the Reaper. And then the TIE advanced prototype, which was in Rebels. So let's see what we can do with this. I think I may have to do something different with how it connects. So yeah, scaled down dish to make it work. So we'll just do this. And these should be paced about 1 apart. So this is on a 1x3 plate. Not that this is going to be permanent, but I just need the spacing because these aren't clipping in. to the base area. Something like, nope, something like this. Right about there. Okay, so that's kind of what we want to do. This is a really great model, and it I don't know where they got it, but it's just a good model. So now the trick is to, I guess, see how well these work as the rounding parts, and they don't. That doesn't look good at all. So that's going to be a problem, is what to put here to make it a rounded top. And I thought there was, oh, they got this piece in there. Wow. That was quick. That must have been a highly recommended piece, because I didn't think that was in there till August of some kind. This dish, it shouldn't be too bad to acquire. Let's look it up. It says it comes in 7 sets, so probably not all that bad. Advent calendar, polybag, imperial salt, polybag, foil bag, a couple of those planets. Doesn't look like too bad. I actually think I have a couple. In fact, I thought I had one in here. Oh no, that's just the, okay. What does the price guide say? Oh, I don't want that, I want for sale. Wow, it doesn't have any, oh there we go, okay. Yeah, not bad. Average price. It looks like it jumps pretty high, but if you want a new one, 30 cents. If you want a used one, which at this size, it's hard to tell if there's any scuffs or anything. Looks like you get it pretty easily. I don't know that you could get a whole lot of them, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to replicate the wings of the Advanced a little bit, but I might try to make these a little smaller. And I also have to figure out how to do a rounded kind of guessing at this point, because I thought that there would be something like this, which would be great if I could get 2 of them. But even that would be too big, I think. And then there's no real way to attach the dish to that. So, Let's see. What are the thoughts? Don't think we need this anymore because that's the right spacing. Oh, I have an idea. Is that too close together? Yeah, it's going to be too close together. This may be too small. Good morning, Alyssa. Cozy chill building vibes. You got it. That's all we're here about. How are you doing today? At this scale, it's difficult to find any good way to make this ship as round as possible. I agree. Not going to give up, but I agree that it is going to be tricky. What's up, M Productions? Yeah, it's okay. It's cool, man. We're not on a time frame here. It's not like you lost your place in line or something. Okay, I want that and that. 4 days till Santa comes. You know it, buddy. I'm excited. I'm excited because in... What's today? Sunday. 4 days until I can build the Coliseum. That's gonna be fun. And then I'm going to spend the rest of my vacation building the Coliseum. That's not terrible. You can use some 2x2 45-degree curved tiles. 2x2 curved tile. Two by two curved tile. You mean round tiles? Or these guys? These guys? For which? Nope. Well, I'm gonna go get my Batwing soon. Cool. Oh, you mean, yeah, for the thing here? Yeah. Hopefully, Santa's elves are of the Lego variety this year. Yeah, I think I'm getting... It's funny because my kids know that I've got this giant room of Lego and I've been doing this for years, and all my friends do, so... And I'm too old to get anything for my parents anymore. And every time Beth wants to get me something, she's like, but I don't know what you already have. I'm like, well, that's a very fair assessment, but I also can use stuff for parts. So if you get me something I already have, I can use it for parts. Although I try not to say, hey, thanks, I've already got this set. I'm going to use this for parts, because that would be mean. All right, so here's the look, okay, right? I think we got that. Oh, wait. Oh, well, that's good for the bomber. It's good for the bomber. We were just really stupid here, or I was. They're supposed to go the other way. I don't think this will work bending the other way. Yeah, it's not going to bend the other way. So Yeah. Well, I mean, she got me the Coliseum, which is like, I don't even want to do the math. 15 divided by 500. Like 35 PAB cups worth of tan. Somebody check my math on that. I don't have a calculator with me. All right, so these have to bend the other way. Oh, that was dumb. I had this whole great look. All right, let's move this guy out so I can work on him a little bit. Oh, that was lace stupid. Don't think this will work just flipping it, but we'll see. I don't think these come in gray. Or I don't think that these come in black. I don't think these come in black. Oh, well they do. Look at that. I still think this needs to be out here. Like so. But those are not nearly far enough out. Yep. My mom wants to take me when I get it so I can get the VIP points. Cool. Yeah, I got a metric boatload of points for the Coliseum. This is ridiculous. Ugh, I'm gonna have to scrap this all together. I mean, I guess... Let's see, if these were the same side. How would I make that work so it looked like that on this side? Oh, sweet! I got some spam. Neat. I do want to become famous. Random collection of letters and numbers. Please tell me how. Even if I turn all these black, that's not the right look. That's actually not terrible. I just have to figure out how to attach them, which is going to be easy enough. Colors do these come in? Please say black. Oh, actually, please say gray. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, you mean for the wings? Ratcheted hinges are pretty good. I'm just worried that they might be too big. But we can certainly take a crack at it. I'm just worried that I'm upping the piece count for this needlessly by forcing the use of those hinges. What is going on? Oh, you heard about me getting attacked by trolls? No. Did you get attacked by trolls? Was this an in real life thing or was it online? Did you get jumped by some bridge trolls on your way home from school? Because that would be brutal. You have to have a password or give them gold. It's just never good for anybody. Especially the trolls, because I mean, who has gold anymore? Alright, before we go too far, let's save. Reported spam. Well, this isn't terrible so far. And then I could just kind of repeat this on the back. I mean, this is getting really, really small. Oh, you know what would be better? One of these. And then... So I can turn these 45 degrees. And then I can take two of these. And I can do one by, oh wait, no, that's a axle pin. Which one of these is available in gray? That one. $7. What color are these generally? Black? $10. No, thank you. What the deuce? I thought these were more common than this. In blue. What other color do they come in? I don't want them to be in blue. And $9 in white. Ugh. There's something wrong. I can't see you anymore. What? There we go. Sorry. I must have hit a hotkey. I don't know what that hotkey is for end scene. Did I even set one? I hope not. There we go. Yeah, if you ever see that, by all means tell me, because I have a feeling that sometimes I'll hit a hotkey and it'll go away and I won't be able to see it. Want to hear the story, the Sade I banned, which I didn't, and then called me various obscenities throughout one of their videos. Oh, that's a tragedy, man. That sucks. Why can't people just be nice? You know? Slightly further down. Slightly over. I painted myself into a corner because now I don't know how to get this guy to sit in there. Or how these two things tie together. This is going to have a big undercarriage of 3 by 4. That's not going to work. Two 2x3s. to move for a hot second. Let's get you copied out. Come on, man. Get off there. Yeah, get off. Knocking crap all over the place. Stupid cat. I have a bunch of minifigures on a plate over in front of this window. And my cat loves sitting on the window, and every time he crawls around, his tail flips and knocks. I find like helmets and stuff all over the floor here. Okay, so this is going to be... How are we going to do this? Oh, I know how. So he should be able to sit in that. Anything special? The tops of these just looks like some greebling. So let's do some greebling. Plates. In front, we will I really want to be able to tie the top together a little better. Maybe in the back where it's not as obvious. We'll do a let's do 1x3 plates. No, not one, about 5. Guess you just have to report them and hope they get banned out. I made a longer list video yesterday, 6.5 minutes for my top 20 most wanted of 21. Cool. What were you talking about? 2x3 jumper plates? Is there such a thing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that'd be a lot better. I forgot about these. And it's fewer plates. Look at that. Look at the big brain. Thank you, Andrea. Let's see, 27 cents. Is there a cheaper? 25 cents. Dark red. 30 cents. Dark orange. 31 cents. Wow. They're all pretty much 20 medium nougat is the cheapest one. Are you kidding me? A dark orange. Tan. Alright, well, we'll just stay with gray. Alright, and back here we're going to do 1 by 1 brick, stud, and I'm going to put one of those new tiles. I don't think they come in light gray though. What are the new ones that come with a little grill on them? Are they light gray or dark blue gray? Dark blue gray. These guys. Yes. I win. Because I got a bunch of these in wood bulk. Alright. Still 94 parts. One of them had the most creative title I've ever seen. M Productions is the dumbest person ever so creative. Yeah. They're expensive because they only come out in some recent 2019 20 cents. Their new prices. I've actually, I have a few of these. I think they're mostly in tan and light gray. So, I mean, I know they exist. I just forget. I just forget about it. All right, so I think I want to do $94 pieces is pretty good. Let's see if we can make some of this a little smoother looking. I don't know if this will help or not. That actually didn't help. I don't like that as much as I thought I would. Oh, want to become famous? There's another one! Oh, I'm so happy for this. I get a block all day today. Yeah. Super excited about this. Well, with 24 minutes to go, I think I've got kind of what I was aiming for. It is a smaller Microfighter version of a giant. So, just give you an idea. Let me see if I can do this without completely hosing up everything. Yeah, I'm okay with this look. This is the one thing I don't like is like the underside over here isn't as rounded and it's got this little gap, but I honestly don't know how to deal with. There's no 1x1 slope, inverted 1x1 slope, you know. Anyway, yeah, so this is good. Did I close Safari? I didn't. Let me close Safari. Open Chrome, which is going to shred everything. If they're going to insult me in a video, give it more of a creative name like M Prod Scum of the Earth. It sucks that they did that to you, man, and I'm really sorry. And I know it's hard to say, just ignore it and just let it roll off your back, but in the long run, devoting energy to like retaliating and stuff like that is just gonna make it worse for you. Best you can do is just kind of push through and don't give them the power, don't give them the satisfaction. But what if I want the satisfaction? Sorry, that's my Scott Pilgrim of the day. All right, well, why are you not listing it? I swear, Chrome on this MacBook is like poison. It's just toxic. Every time I open it up, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna run really slow for a second. I just make fun of it. They think it bothers me, so I'm laughing at everyone. Yeah. TIE Bomber IO, okay. So let's download this, because I want to get an accurate representation. Alright, now I can close Chrome. And you can hear it slow. Take a deep breath when I do that. I thought I had more parts than this. Huh. Weird. Oh, because I have groups, that's why. If I ungroup these, it would be a lot better, or a lot bigger. So here's, this is gonna be funny. Bam. Yeah. I mean, that's almost like a regular, it's almost like a regular set comparatively. That's redonkulous. I still don't like these blue things hanging out back here, but I don't know what else to do about those guys. Yeah. It's a touch flat, but the dish size limitation. Yeah, it is a little flat. Now I can get rid of that. I don't like that. It looks like binoculars or binocs. I wish there was a curved 2x2. You know, just like a little. I don't know. Whoa! All caps. I don't think that there is, though. Nope. I mean, all the mod bricks and plates are basically one direction slopes. They're not curved. Maybe like a roof tile? And the other problem is you get any of these and you have to kind of make it work underneath too. So you either have to get a similar piece because you could do... You could do this. But even this is too big for what I've got. Right? You can do that and repeat that. I just want to see how big this is because I got nothing. I'm kind of done. I just want to see what kind of time I got. That's too big. Oops. Maybe the brick wasn't too big. It's too wide though. Then you might as well have just a regular 4x4 dish on it. So, I don't know. So then the trick is maybe I remake the bomber like this. I just switch some of these bits around. And I know that I can get a printed tile on the outside with an Imperial it says Republic, but it's pretty much Imperial. I wish it was more enclosed. Yeah, it says Republic pattern and Republic pattern. So they're not quite Imperial, but it works well enough. So flip those around and change the angle and flip it around a little bit, and then you'd have the bomber. But then I'd have to add, there's this little thing in the bottom, this little chute, right, that I'd want to figure out how to get in there. That just may be a matter of putting like a clip, like a 1x1 clip, and have it kind of stick out. Have this be, I don't know. The steeper version, if you did like a 2x1 slope, I know what you're going for. Like this. That's still 4 across. Right? You do 2 of those and now it's 4 across. And then you have to do the inverted. And give yourself enough room to put something to hold the dish. So like a plate's width, and then you can put a bracket in there. Which is kind of what it is now. If you look at the dish on this, you can see it's 2 inverted 2x2 slopes, and it's about the same size up there, and that makes a nice circle for the dish. So then the dish covers that up. Any bigger than that, and it's kind of like, where did this piece go? Maybe in here? Oh, this was a control. Don't know why they put it in there like that. I mean, there's bits in here that I like. There's bits in here that I would redo. But I think overall it's fine. Yeah, I think at that size, unless you were doing something... I don't even know, like, if you did a... like a snot type of build, if like there was a curved panel. Just type curved and just see what comes up. instead of Umpire stuff. Make a 501st Microfighter instead of Empire stuff. Well, let's see. 501st Microfighters. The problem with the 501st is they're clones. It's just the truth. They use vehicles. So you're not really using the 501st to do anything special. You could make this smaller, because honestly, this sits a person about this big, right? This is just way too big. Like the ones I've had before this are better because they're smaller. I mean, if you watch the show, they sit on them and their legs come out here, and they've got like pedals. I mean, these are just entirely too big. These are a little more to scale, but even these, like, their legs hang out a little bit. They would need to be another half size bigger than this. And there's plenty of people who've mocked up these as microfighters or as like actual speeder sizes. This is about a better size. So this is Cobb Vance speeder. This is about a better size for what this Bark speeder should be. You can take any speeder, you can take any Walker and slap blue and gray or blue and white on it, and it's 501st. So that's not really that much of a challenge to change something to blue and gray. I mean, I could open up any one of the Republic microfighters that I've done, the Y-Wings, and just color them blue and white or blue and gray, and then 501st. Okay, so I've got, you could do that with, I've got the T9, why can't I think? A V-Wing, a Torrent, a V19 Torrent, Republic Y-Wing, what else could be made 501st? That's about it, really, that I've got. Mostly fighters. Some, I mean, tanks, you could have 501st ATTE, I suppose, or, what is that guy? No, the ATDP is later. That could be 501st. TIE figures are so stupid. Hey, Goldie, what's up? Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, so that's what this is. You're just here at the end, Goldie. Thanks for making it. I appreciate it. Good seeing you. I hope you're having a good time. So let's try that. Let's do that. Let's open up. Let's say the Y-Wing. Let's do the Y-Wing because that's pretty fun. Oh, I hate chrome on this thing. Come on, man. You're killing me. I should already have this downloaded, but I'm trying to keep all my design files off of Beth's computer. Is that Colonel Sanders in there? It's technically Wullf Yularen. This dude. So yeah, it's kind of Colonel Sanders. He's got all kinds of chicken nuggets and spices for you. Okay, Republic Y-Wing. Come on. Oh God, it's so slow. Alright, so let's close out this guy. Open. Public wiring. So yeah, I've already got it colored. So this would be like, there's a yellow version that's like the first time we see him, they're the yellow version. And then Ahsoka gets one, and it's colored differently. And every time a Jedi gets a new fighter, it's colored like them. I would love to be the guy on the Venators who has to repaint all these fighters every time a Jedi gets one. It's like, oh, what scheme are we going with today? We're going with Plo Koon's color scheme today. Okay, fantastic. Does he have a design that he needs? Yes. Can we get that screen printed? No, it has to be a big graphic thing on the side of his ship. An MC-80. I've tried, before I get too carried away with this, an MC-80. I've tried doing calamari ships, Mon Calamari ships, and they befuddle me. But so I've kind of left them. I tried to do Home 1, and it does not look good. But what's that dude's name? Chris Viecht? Lego. Calamari. I think it's Chris Viecht. Yeah, so this dude has made a lot of great ones of these, and I never thought about doing it like this. I was always trying to do a snot brick kind of thing, but this is kind of genius, just with different layers of wedge plates and curved plates. It looks great. So I have adapted a couple of his designs to fit a fighter or a figure. So I do have an MC-80 design, but it's not mine. Like, I've just kind of aped it from somebody and done it that way. Because his, like, why try to improve upon it? That's really good. So let's see if I just get rid of all this and turn it blue. 501st. I don't think the 501st ever actually had a Y-wing. Let's see what happens when we put that in here. 501st Y-wing. Yeah. I mean, there you go. And somebody's already got I mean, this is, I don't know how close that is to my design, but there's a person on Bricklink who does a ton of these. Like, they've been doing this probably as much as I have. I would redo this model because this right here isn't a good attachment. These pieces fall off really easily. I might redo that. I also probably would redo some of this to make the color different. And this I could redo down here. I wonder if these can be blue. Yep. So yeah, 501st, there you go. Actually, I probably would do also this. I'd color all these plates that. That seems to be a thing to do. And there you go. Let's go ahead and save that. Republic, nope. Command A. Let's see. All right, so that's it. I think we're kind of at the end of the time anyway. But yeah, so this is what we did today. A TIE Shuttle with Wullf Yularen. So I'll get the parts for this, and then I may go back and redo the wings and just save it off again as a Microfighter type bomber. And then, who knows? I'll put that up on Rebrickable and say alternate version or large version, whichever you like. I think this one fits the scheme better. I just like the big ball cockpit of, you know, the 4x4 dishes, but because it's super wide, that's what we have to deal with. And again, I'll have the parts for this on order, so I'll finish out Cobb Vanth's speeder. I don't have a Cobb Vanth figure, obviously, but if you look up Brick Vibes channel or his Instagram site, he's developing a webpage to order parts. He's got lightsabers up there right now, and he's going to start also selling some Microfighters of mine, at least the instructions. And this is going to go up there too. So this is the first non-Microfighter, but I'm ordering the control vanes for this, so that's what's left for that. And that's it. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks M Productions for being here. Super Mega, 501st Billy Clone Brick Productions. Not cool, man. Not cool at all. So everybody else, thanks for being here. Andrea, Scott, good seeing you. And I'm not going to be on Tuesday because we're doing a family holiday thing on Tuesday, taking a break. But Thursday, I will be here and we'll be doing the Coliseum. I'll pop that open and we'll start building on that. And it's Christmas Eve. I get that, but we're not going anywhere because of the plague. But if you want to be on, I'll be doing it on a Restream Studio, so I can have up to 10 people on if you want to be a guest on, and we can just chat and build. Come find me at any one of the socials in the links, and otherwise I'll talk to you guys later, and have a good week. Bye.